Jennifer and fellow Toastmasters, we got to hear a fantastic icebreaker today. What I like about icebreakers is you get to learn something about somebody. Usually it's something new. It's just fun to dive into the personality of who these people are that are around us. And today we got to hear a little bit about Jen. Jen did some great things today. And today I'm going to tell about some good things she did. And I'll try to give a suggestion or two. One of the things that I thought Jen did really well today was she laid out a great story from beginning to end. She gave us, starting with a 12-year-old girl that wanted to be someone and was shot down, and then progressed the story throughout. I love that. Another thing that Jen did well was she looked at the audience, she scanned the audience, as I'm doing now. And as we're talking, you're looking right at the audience. It's not like you're looking at the notes. And another good thing she did, not looking at the notes. She did it without notes, looking right at us. All great things. Another thing that I thought she did really well, the coffee machine was gurgling in the background. It was distracting to me as a listener, but it didn't phase. Jennifer did a great job with that coffee machine. Now, on the note of the subject, it was a little bit of a, I don't want to say darker story of your life, but it certainly brought a low tone and kind of a somber note throughout. And my suggestion to you, Jen, would be to bring in a little bit more vocal variety. If we could somehow merge your speech and your content with MaryT's enthusiasm. We got some. But that's okay. It was still a great speech. You got in the word of the day. You did it without notes. And best part of it all is that you got up here and you did it. Mm-hmm. You gave your ice cream. All right.
Okay.
Come back person again.
Our second evaluator evaluating MaryT's is Jaime. Jaime Cornell. All right.
I will have to use my notes. The speech was a little long. Mary T, I am so honored to evaluate your speech. And I know you shared with me this morning before you begin, you're like, I'm practicing my speech. So I'm going to have a bit of an introduction. I love that you shared with our audience that your speech was going to start off that way, that it was going to be a bit rocky and that you're working on this. I love that you talked about your note cards and that it's okay to use note cards. I think that's a plus for people, especially when they're starting off with new speeches and working through that process to really grow their speeches into something bigger. And considering you're wanting to do this speech professionally, I think that's a great way to start off and build. I know there's a couple other people in here that are really looking to do the same thing. I think they can learn a lot from your process and how you engage audience, and you really use your enthusiasm to do that. Thank you for that way to start off the speech. Once you got started, you got going and you were so excited about what you were talking about, and that made us all so interested in your story. Love it. You're entertaining and you're fun always. And I think your enthusiasm just shines through and is something that you can really hone in on and use in your speeches and really use that to grasp specific things. I think maybe through your speeches as you're going, really build that up and then kind of bring it back in. And then when you get to some bigger trigger points in your speech, bring it back out again. So you've got that and you can totally do it. It's great. I love your speeches. They're so much fun. Some things you might want to work on. I know you're going to build the speech for a more professional audience. So I'm going to be critical on some of these things. For your notes, I love that you're using notes. My thought is maybe put one specific trigger word on each note card that will prompt you for your next conversation. So that way you can just keep going, look at your card, and then you've got it. So rather than having I do it. I do it too. And then when you get to the storytelling portion of your speech, use more of a conversational tone. So kind of that way that you go through with lots of enthusiasm, and then conversational tone for your storytelling, and then bring it back in. Okay. And one final thought, when you're up here, you have a prodigious body language. Use it. You're stuck to the ground right here. Use that whole space for you. There you go. Thank you.